Welcome to Story Time. Here is the recap of the Black Panther film Wakanda Forever, where the opposition, the adventures of Wakanda and Talakan against Western rapacity will make them discover themselves as an integral and united ally. Overwhelmed by helplessness, Shuri strives to create the heart-shaped herb to save her brother, T'Challa, the king of Wakanda, who is dying of an incurable disease. Resigned, the sovereign Ramonda joins her, announcing the tragic death of the legendary warrior. Echoing his exploits, his funeral will vibrate in unison the hearts of the living and the ancestors, high witnesses before the eternal. A year later, Wakanda is having trouble with other nations who are trying to unscrupulously plunder their vibranium. The Dora Milaje catch French soldiers who are violently trying to steal their outpost. Ramonda addresses the United Nations and reminds hostile countries that even though the Black Panther is gone, they will still fight. In a mining outpost, in search of vibranium, the Americans probe the ocean using technology created by MIT student Riri Williams. Suddenly, they are attacked by Talakanals who preserve their natural resources from Western military predation. The last remaining helicopter of the survivors is shot down by Namor. In Wakanda, time has healed the extreme pain of mourning. Ramonda takes Shuri to holy water and mourns the year that T'Challa passed away. They burn their funeral clothes to signify the end of the mourning period. Suddenly, Namor arrives, violating their border by going underwater. He reveals Talakan's existence to them and asks for their help in stopping the alien threat from plundering their vibranium. Ramonda is imperial and considers her presence a threat. Prudence will animate the advisor who will follow in the face of this unexpected new interlocutor. Shuri and Okoye go to meet Everett Ross, who gives them the name and location of the young scientist. Suspicious but aware, she finds that her university work has been diverted to produce the vibranium detector. The two Wakandian then go to Cambridge, Massachusetts to find Williams. They follow her to a garage where she reveals to them that she is working on an Iron Man type armor. However, they are surrounded by the FBI. The three escape brilliantly. Okoye in a car, Shuri in a motorbike, and Williams in his armor. Crossing all the obstacles and being on the point of succeeding in fleeing, an attack of a completely different kind falls on them. The warrior arts of the Talakanals, Atuma and Namora are expressed. skirmish ends with Shuri and Williams being captured. The next day Ross arrives on the scene and meets his ex-wife, Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. He also finds Kimoyo pearls which he discreetly conceals. In Wakanda, furious Queen Ramonda berates Okoye for losing Shuri. The sacrifices of the sovereign are immeasurable, from which her intransigence is fully justified. The Queen manages to locate the Kimoyo pearls found by Ross, who, grateful, shows her his sincere cooperation. Meanwhile, Ramonda travels to Haiti to see Nakia, who had left Wakanda 6 years prior. During her emotional reunion, Elle asks him to rescue Shuri for her. Shuri and Williams wake up in Talocan in Yucatan. Nakia, who has been spying there, steps lead her to speak with a shaman who informs her of the mysterious existence of Kukulkan. Meanwhile, Namor shows Shuri the history of his civilization. Their passage to the aquatic world. His miraculous birth and his early fight against the invader. Through the seabed, she discovers the capital of Tolkien, an aquatic paradise bathed in vibranium. As Nakia sets out to find them, Namor explains to Shuri his desire to destroy the Western threat. Wakanda is either an ally or an enemy. At gunpoint, Nakia manages to free the captives. But the death of one of the Guardians will provoke the wrath of Namor, who will put Talocan on the march to war. In Wakanda, life resumes its course. The joy of the return of the princess is on everyone's lips. Suddenly, an underwater threat looms. The Talocan flood the city, causing an all-out war. Namor is determined to win. It neutralizes numbers of Wakandan Guard aircraft. Then floods the throne room. At the risk of his life, Ramonda will try to save Williams. Meanwhile, Allegra de Fontaine discovers that Ross has been communicating with Wakanda all this time and betrays him. After the funeral, M'Baku talks to Shuri and thinks she shouldn't kill Namor. Shuri then uses Namor's mother's bracelet to unlock its secrets. She reintegrates Okoye, revealing their new weaponry to him, and synthesizes the herb This Precious Heart. She travels to the astral plane after taking it. her surprise, she is greeted by Eric Killmonger. His spirit is present, so the same thirst for revenge animates them both. Killed. Disappointed by her encounter, Shuri wakes up and surprises Nakia and Williams with her terrifying tenfold strength. She then falls into a meeting between M'Baku and the Elders as Black Panther. Everyone feels his power. Shuri's unwavering motivation to avenge her mother's death will convince the Allied leader. In preparation for battle, she knows they can weaken Namor by heating his body until he can't get oxygen. In the ocean, they use a vessel to lure the Talakanals into a trap. Williams has new armor acting much like Iron Man's, called the Midnight Angels. The dazzling warrior qualities of his women dominate the opposing army. However, Black Panther traps him in a Royal Talon fighter. The plan works as they walk away from the battle. The Leopard Sea suffered a devastating assault. But Okoye is pulverizing the enemy. The battle rages in the Royal Talon fighter. Suddenly, Black Panther blows up the whole ship, sending the two opponents into the island below. The two fight violently. Okoye shines masterfully in combat wearing his new armor. Shuri comes close to knocking Namor down, but suddenly he impales her with a spear. However, instead of finishing him off, he is weakened and must go into the water to avoid dying. The injured heroine painfully frees herself. She then shouts Wakanda forever, sending a blast from the Talon fighter exploding at Namor. Victorious, she stands above him to finish him off, but remembers her brother, T'Challa. Influenced by the greatness of the man he was and guided by Ramonda, she decides to spare his life as long as he returns to Talokan. Grateful towards the Black Panther, he joins her and everyone stops fighting. Black Panther then shouts Wakanda forever once more and the others repeat it. The sweet sweetness of life resumes its course in Wakanda. Williams returns to MIT, but without her armor, as Shuri doesn't want any controversy by letting her keep it. The throne is disputed by M'Baku, who wants to be the new king. Namor talks with Atuma and assures him that their new alliance with Wakanda will be beneficial. In Haiti, Shuri reunites with Nakia. She goes to the beach where she burns her funeral ceremonial robe in accordance with Ramonda's wishes. Overwhelmed by the poignant memory of T'Challa, she finally mourns him but Shuri learns that Nakia and T'Challa have a son, Toussaint, who was raised in secret away from the pressures of the throne. Toussaint reveals to him in secret that his Wakanda name is T'Challa, son of King T'Challa. Thank you for enjoying this exciting film with us. Don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell. See you soon on Storytime.